Welcome back to episode 5 of the Bruins podcast, everybody's favorite UCLA women's sports podcast. And if you're like, oh no, that's not my favorite podcast, you just don't know it, that it's your favorite yet. So I'm Stevie, and I am joined by the incomparable
Oh, hi,
Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
I'm going to think of a new adjective for you every time. I've
I'm
decided.
never prepared for your intro. You always
No.
say it, and then I pause for an uncomfortable amount of time. That's okay, though.
Always, always catches you off guard. Me, catching people off guard, never.
Never.
Um, so we are coming off a pretty exciting week, I would say, across all of women's basketball. Some good games happened. We'll talk about them a little bit when we get to like the overall rankings a little bit later. But let's start with the start of UCLA's week, a win against North Carolina. If you want to go to the next one.
Yeah, right here we've got our North Carolina box score. We had a final of 18-point victory, so that's a pretty big one for us.
Mhm. So who, well, let's start with like general feel of the game. What stood out to you? What do you think went well? What do you think went poorly? What were your vibes during the game? You know?
Man, that game started and Elena was cooking us. Shout out
Oh,
to her. Um, Really cool to see a former Bruin play so well, especially against us.
I
Um,
agree.
and she made such a leap from last year too.
She did. She looks good. And we saw glimpses of it last year. The South Carolina game stands out where she was just playing her game the whole game. Kind of like when she's at her best, I've used this term a lot lately. I guess it's more of a phrase than a term. She's a true three-level scorer. When the three's falling, the pull-up's falling, and she can get to the rim, she's really hard to guard. And she was kind of doing it all in the first half. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kyle. I was nervous in that first half. They were turning us over at a really alarming rate. They weren't really making shots, so they weren't able to build a huge lead. But did you think there for a second that we were going to lose?
I was it was a nerve-wracking game, I have to admit. We got to half. I think we had like a what was it, 1 or 2 point lead.
Mhm. It was.
Yeah, and so that was nerve-wracking for a multitude of reasons. But I knew that if we had pulled away a little bit in that first half and just let them come back a couple times. And so I knew that when we like locked in and did our second half thing, we what we have done this year so far at least is we've come out of the half and responded really well to what we did poorly in the first half.
I agree. Um, I think there were moments where I thought, okay, we might lose this. I think they extended like it was a 7 point lead at one point, and I was like, ooh, this could get out of hand if we keep on turning the ball over. But as they kept coming back in the second quarter, we kept coming back in the first. So we kept they would take a little bit of a lead, we would come back. So I kind of felt good after we took the lead going into half, just like you did, in terms of like, okay, as long as we play even a little bit good, we're gonna win the game. And they did. So, how about individuals? Which individuals stood out, Kyle, for
Well,
UCLA specifically?
we were both right. Lauren Betts came back and had a monster game for her. I mean, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, near triple double.
Hmm.
The turnovers were still a little bit of a problem here, but 3 is way better than 7.
Oh, I think if I mean, kind of like a rule of thumb for guards is like 2 assists for every turnover, and she met that for a center. So I'd say that's fine for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it to be lower. I'm sure they would too, but it's
Yeah,
not like I can live with that number.
me too. I
Um,
think. Go ahead.
I think Charlize looked really good here. Not efficiency wise, like from the field. I mean, she was 4 for 8 or 4 for 6. She only missed her threes,
Yeah.
so 100% from two. And her assists looked really good. She had no, that's the other game, but she has some really pretty passing skills that have been on display so far this season.
Yeah, she's just such a leader out there. She's like a nerve calmer for us as fans, and I think for the players as well. When Charlize is out there, I know it's going to be fine because if nothing else, we're going to run some offense, which is good. One thing that we did last year when we would get into trouble is instead of running any offense, we would just kind of go down the floor and just try to get the ball to Lauren. And now it feels that's still an option for us. Don't get me wrong. Getting the ball to Lauren is great, and that's going to work more often than not. But when teams take that away from us, Charlize knows how to run other stuff for other people. And that's going to be really valuable come March. So I love what she's doing. Love what Kiki did in this game. I thought she got downhill really well.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but all of Kiki's scoring was in the second half almost.
I think so. Yeah.
It was a really like she had a really strong second half. She had a double double here,
Mhm.
with rebounds and a little bit lower of an assist number for her this game, but she's usually up there in that five range with Charlize. So Gianna had five assists here. That's sticking out to me. Less efficient game for her from the field and not up
Mhm.
to her 3-point shooting standard. But if she can make that impact through her assists, that mitigates some of that.
Yeah, she's an impact player. We're gonna have we talk about her every time because she just keeps on doing it. She's so consistent. And you know what we like to say about Kiki, Kyle? Kiki goes into refuse to lose mode.
Hmm.
And she did that in the North Carolina games. She was just like, nope, not losing. Um, her and Lauren both.
Yeah, I mean Kiki. If I mean you look at this here, like Kiki didn't score in the first half.
Mhm.
Basically, is I think what I remember. If she doesn't score in the second half, this is a much closer game.
It is. It is. And shout out to Gabriela Jaquez, who was 2 rebounds away from a double double and 2 for 3 from downtown. Her 3-point shooting continues to just be really spectacular. There's
Yeah.
no other word for it.
Do we have a percentage on the year? I'll
We
check it
do.
out if you want to say something about her.
Yeah, just I mean, 2 for 3 from three. Um, just really, she's so consistent and she's such an energy player. Whenever we need like a tough rebound or a play to go our way, Gabs is going to get it done. A couple other notable things. Angela Dugalic made 2 threes again. I think she's had multiple threes in every game since the first 2 games, which is just major. And she almost had a double double as well. So UCLA almost had 4 players with double doubles in this game. A lot of that kind of had to do with just how many shots North Carolina was missing. I mean, they missed 45 shots. So you're going to have your rebounds to go around um, in that scenario. Do
Wow.
you got the number yet, Kyle?
Oh, I do.
Okay, what is it? Hit me with
Gabriela
it.
Jaquez on the year so far from the field is shooting 61.2%,
Sounds right.
and her 3-point percentage is 47.4.
Sounds right.
Wow.
Yep.
Stellar start to the year.
So yep, I mean, we did it. We've committed to doing this every time. Kyle, when did you know we were gonna win the game?
Oh, it's been a little bit since I looked at this game, to be quite honest with you. I've got to say, probably somewhere in the third quarter is when I started to really feel it.
Hmm.
Um, but I can't pick out a defining moment because I haven't watched this game in like a week. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I haven't either, but I think we went into the fourth quarter with like a 10 point lead, and I knew I good in my opinion, good teams don't blow leads. Like the other team can run, but they never let the lead slip. And that's kind of what UCLA's been doing all year in these two ranked all year. It's like we're 5 games in, but in these two ranked matchups, they'll let the lead slip, the size of the lead, but they won't give up the lead. They'll keep the lead and then build it again. So right when we went to the fourth with that about 10 point lead, I knew we were going to win the game. All right. Should we go to our next game on the weekend?
Yeah,
Very fun game.
sure. Uh, I think this was the best game we played this year so far,
Agree completely.
start to finish. Some really promising things. The turnover number was much lower. I think it's only 10.
Um, I don't see the total. I can kind of see it. Yeah, it is 10.
Yeah, it was much lower, and it was so noticeable. I I think it's the third quarter. Charlize had that touchdown pass to Lauren.
Yes. Oh, Lauren ran the floor so gracefully, if you will.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Gabrielle Hawkins again. Perfect from the field. A perfect day at the office. 0 misses because you can't see free throws here, but she made one. Maybe she didn't even attempt one. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Didn't
no, I
miss a
think I
shot.
think you're right. I think she had an and one.
Oh, that in the
Um,
first. She did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like right at the beginning of the game, the first possession of the game, actually.
I think
I
we had
think
like two and ones to begin the game or something like that.
maybe.
Um, but it just
And
look at the
he
balance.
had the 3 point
Yes.
foul late in the
Yeah.
game. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this was a really strong game for us. Six Bruins in double figures.
Hmm.
Oh, and shout out to Angela Dugalich, who we didn't talk about last game, but is continuing to just be on a tear starting this last week with that Oklahoma game and then these two games.
Just, and I was wrong. She did only make one three in this game, but she only attempted two, so 50% from three. We take that every day of the week. Um,
Yeah.
Things I love about this game, one, the turnovers. If we can turn the ball over 10 times or less in every game, this is a bold take, Kyle. We will win the national championship if we do that. Is that too bold?
Oh man, I don't. I think there are. I think the national championship game will be UCLA versus UConn.
But okay, but apply the hypothetical. If we turn the ball over less than 10 times in that game, do we win?
We're so far away from March. I have no
Oh, you
clue.
won't even do it.
I don't know. I don't know. I want it. I want it
Oh yeah,
so bad. But that UConn team, they
I
look
know.
really
But
good.
do you think they're saying the same thing about us, Kyle? Or I don't know.
Oh
Do
God, have
you
you
think?
seen the like stupid stuff on Twitter lately?
No, but
It's
I
so
like to
bad.
think the real UConn fans who are like real basketball fans are thinking, God, UCLA looks good.
Well, the
I hope they're
analysts
doing
think we
it.
look good.
Yeah, they do. What should we go to the top 25? Oh, yeah. Or are we doing Southern
I think
first?
we got a couple of things before then. Another thing I want to point out here:
Mhm.
Amanda Muse played some really good minutes in this game. Actually,
Yeah, two for two
super
from
solid
20.
backup minutes. I'm super excited to get Sienna back. Hopefully, we get her back this Sunday. We'll talk about that in a minute.
We shall.
Um, but I can't believe you skipped over this in the North Carolina game. Miss Megan Grant's basket.
Oh my goodness, how could I forget? We should have the clip. How could I forget? Megan Grant. Okay, let me set the scene for you. It's the end of the fourth quarter. The game is on the line. It wasn't. But this is what we're doing. The game is on the line. Megan Grant fights for an offensive rebound, puts up the layup, fights through the contact, and makes the shot. And the crowd goes crazy.
The crowd did go crazy.
The bench. If you want to know, I tweeted this, and it's so sappy and so corny. But if you want to know what kind of teammate Megan Grant is, look at that bench, right?
Yeah.
Awesome moment. I That was the loudest I screamed this year. I think, Kyle, that is the best moment of the year so far.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
gonna
joy
disagree?
wise, like that's it. I would agree.
Yeah. But just such a cool moment for her. Such a cool moment for the team. Like against a ranked team. Like so cool. All right. That's the last time I'm gonna. That's my cool budget for the podcast. That was it. I used them all right there.
I would also say, looking at this box score again, really quickly.
Hmm.
Um, Gianna, once she shot 2 for 4 from three here, and that's great. But on the year, her 3 point percentage isn't quite where it has been yet, and
Hmm.
she's had some less than efficient games. And I think once she really starts to hit her stride there, that's when you're going to start to see some things really clean up with our team.
I agree. Some of the consistency in shooting, and I don't mean like our 3 point percentage, but sometimes we'll really throw up an absolute brick, uh, which isn't a horrible thing because every team does that. But if we could clean that up and like only be taking very, very, very good shots, then UCLA is already hard to beat. I don't know how you beat UCLA if they're hitting from the three at like a 40% clip.
Yeah, I
You
mean, adding Tamia Gardner back into this mix will really boost that too. I mean, if Gabs can shoot 40% from three on the year, right now it looks like she can.
Oh, for sure.
So if her, Tamia, and Gianna can all do it, then we're
And
talking
then
about an interesting conversation.
and you have like Kiki and Charlize like humming in at like 33%.
Yeah, Charlize is a little lower right now. She's had some chucking to start the
She's
year.
okay. I'm just gonna say it. She's the one who puts up the bricks. It's her.
Yeah, but then she has the ones that go in, and it's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
there we go.
All right.
The other one I would say is Lena Bilic was putting up a lot of bricks to start
Yeah,
the year.
I did really enjoy. She had a really nice pull up jumper in the first half.
Yeah, there's so much promise with her, and she's coming along nicely, I think, actually. Two for 6 years, 33%. That's not the most efficient, but she's learning and Corey's letting her. So
Yeah,
that's positive.
I agree. So, speaking of a game where people can get some learning experience, maybe get Lena some more minutes, should we go to Southern? Talk about Southern a little bit?
Yeah, we've got last year's final score here. We played Southern in the first round of the NCAA tournament at Poly. I was there. I'll be in attendance this Sunday for the next matchup versus Southern. Super
Boots on the
excited to
ground.
get my first in-person look at the team this year.
Yeah. Um, I'm just to be completely honest, Kyle, this is an unlosable game for UCLA. They're not going to lose. Um, we're probably going to get minutes from a lot of minutes from Lena, some minutes from Crizzy, some minutes from Megan Grant, and hopefully, Kyle, some minutes from Miss Sienna Betts herself. What do you think? Are you hopeful? What are you thinking?
I'm so hopeful that we're going to see both Sienna and Tamia this week.
Me too.
I It's been looking good. Sienna's out of that leg situation. She's practicing again, is what it looks like.
Does I think she's gonna play, and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for her season debut. There haven't been a lot of freshmen who look that great this year.
No.
And there've been moments for all of them. I mean, Jazzy Davidson had a really successful game versus NC State.
Mhm.
Aaliyah Chavez is having a much better start to her season post that UCLA game.
Struggled tonight. She struggled tonight, but
Oh, I didn't get to watch that game.
4 for 15 from the floor,
Oh,
0 for 8 from three. But she's a
okay.
freshman. She's allowed to
Yeah,
have freshman moments.
absolutely. And Blanca Quinones had a great game the other day for UConn. 18
Yeah.
points, I think. So really excited about the freshmen across the nation. But it's been a less than like stellar start to the year for a lot of them in the same way that like the past couple of years of freshmen have really gotten off and like gone at it.
Yeah.
There's been a clear like front runner from the start. And I don't think we have that this year.
No, I don't think I think probably Jazzy. I think Jazzy's separating herself a little bit. Just she's such an impact player that even when Jazzy isn't scoring, she's getting steals, she's getting blocks. I think she could work on her passing a little bit, but I think would you agree that Jazzy's kind
I
of
think
separating
she's
herself now?
adjusting the best so far. I would
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
Um, Man, did you watch their game last night?
No, I did not get a chance. I looked at, I'm a box score watcher, if nothing else. And I saw that they were down after the first quarter and then really blew it open in the second, but I did not get a chance to watch.
Yeah, I mean London had a couple good moments in the fourth quarter.
Good for London.
But what really stood out to me about them is their bigs cannot put the ball in the basket to save their lives.
Mm, oh, well, good
Like
luck
they
against
could be
UCLA.
standing right under the basket and it doesn't go in.
All right. Well, next, top 25 is next, right, Kyle?
Yeah, but this Southern game, I agree. We should win it pretty easily. I think it could be tight to start. I remember the tournament game being like that. I think it was
Hmm.
like 16 to 18 or something like that after the first quarter. And then we really started cooking them.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
a 40-point win almost.
yeah, absolutely. But this should be an easy win. We should get a lot of minutes for our rotation players,
Yeah,
and even our bench beyond that. So I'm excited to see the further development of those players.
me too. Okay, I have a fun little game that we can
Sure.
play with the top 25.
All right, let me head over there. All
Okay,
right.
so I'm going to throw out a team, and you're going to tell me if you think they're too highly ranked, too lowly ranked, not ranked high enough. Okay, come on, words. Or ranked just right. All right. You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, number one, team number one, uh, Baylor.
This is a round where I had Baylor in my top 25 that I submitted for the Discord with Skim Milky Shadow. Um, I would say this is like a fair ranking for Baylor.
Okay, you'd have them right at 7.
At this moment, I mean, maybe like one or two, like you can fluctuate like one to two, but like it's right around the right range.
Do you think Baylor is the seventh best basketball team in the country?
N- Man, I haven't watched them post that
Duke
nasty
game.
opening day game, but they're playing really well right now, I think. I don't think that if everything goes as it should the rest of the year, that they will end up the seventh best team.
Okay. Um, I don't think that they should be ranked seventh. I think that there are a couple teams behind them that should be ranked higher. Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
What? Why are you embarrassed?
I grabbed the wrong AP top 25.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We won't get a cease and desist.
Let me pull up the actual one.
All right. Next up, next up, Michigan,
Oh,
who's now sixth. Michigan is now sixth
that's
now.
where I put them. They had a phenomenal showing versus Notre Dame. Blew the lights off of Notre Dame in that game.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Michigan
terrible.
looked really good. Kendall Dudley is looking really good for Michigan. She made her first start yesterday too. Um, yeah, that's where I would have Michigan right now. I Here's the thing. I really think a lot of these teams after the LSU drop off, so 6 through maybe like 20 or so,
Hmm.
could go in any order on any given day.
I agree. I think there's a huge drop off after five. And those five being UConn, UCLA, South Carolina, Texas, and LSU. You have the same five, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it gets anyone, and honestly, Michigan might be six. Put Michigan six because they kind of scare me, Kyle. Do they scare you?
I think their ability to win is so matchup dependent because they don't have any height on that team.
Yeah, not much. They're small. They're small girls up
And
there.
so they're a team like we're gonna play them in Ann Arbor, but
Yeah,
they're a team that's gonna be forced to double Lauren
yeah,
and triple Lauren, and that's gonna like Lauren's just gonna pass. It's gonna be a lot like that Nebraska game last year, I think, or
yeah.
no Minnesota game. I always confuse those two games.
I mean, Midwest. You're like Midwest and like a shade of red. I understand.
But that Minnesota game where Lauren had 11 assists, I think it
Yeah,
was.
you did.
I could see it being a lot like that game. You know, she tries to get her thing off. She doesn't really get it off because they do a good job defending her, but they leave other people open.
Mm-hmm. Because they'll have to. Okay. Should we go to our next team? Okay. Next one. We just played them. Oklahoma.
Yeah, they come in at 8 in the new AP poll. That's right around where I have them in my poll. I know they're listed at 6 here. This is before we beat them. I think 8 is a fair spot for them, though, right now. Um, Here's the thing, there aren't a whole lot of teams that are actually impressing that much, would be
Agreed.
my qualm to that. And the ones who are impressing that are ranked below them aren't impressing enough to be ranked above them.
All right. And I have one more, and then we'll talk about where we have UCLA. Um, NC State.
Fell all the way to 16 in the
Hmm.
new poll. I think I would have them like 14th. I still think they look pretty good and a little better than some other teams.
Yeah.
Westmore's a great coach, of course. But I think they could be sneaky, though. I would still keep an eye on the Wolfpack.
I think they're young. Their guards specifically have young guards. Um,
Other than
but
Zoe Brooks, yeah.
yeah, I love their backcourt or their front court rather of Pierre and Trieger. I think that's a
Yeah.
really good tandem. Trieger can spread the floor with the three, but she's also very capable as a post scorer and a rebounder. Um,
Yeah, and
I like
Zam
her.
Jones and Zoe Brooks make a really nice duo.
Yeah, I guess Zam
I'm not
Jones.
ready to count them out yet.
Me either. I think that's a good team that just needs a little bit of time. Um, all right, so I think we both UCLA came in at third. I think we both think they should be above South Carolina. Do you agree with me, Kyle?
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I understand why they're not.
Yeah.
I understand that none of those top teams have lost a game.
Hmm.
And you can only control the schedule you play. You can't really control the schedule you play. And
Hmm.
but like to a like South Carolina is playing hard teams in their non-con too. Not
Hmm.
as many as us, but like they just happen to be later in their non-con than ours are.
I agree. Um, UCLA is the only team with two top 15 wins, and both of them are by double digits. I think UCLA has just shown a little bit more dominance than South Carolina to this point. And obviously, nothing against South Carolina. Do come for us in the comments, by the way. Do that. But I just think UCLA has earned the the title. It's not a title. Title of second best team in the country. I don't know another way to put it. But so I think we agree there that they should be a little bit higher. Do you think there's an argument for UCLA to be the number one team in the country,
I
Kyle?
think that's tricky because UConn's also played some ranked teams, played some good teams this year.
Mhm.
Um, we have 4 wins over what should be tournament teams, and then 1 win over someone who probably won't be a tournament team. And we'll probably get another tournament team win on Sunday. But I don't know. I'm fine with UCLA behind UConn at this point. I think if UCLA wins in Vegas and beats Tennessee next week, then we have
Mhm.
to have a different conversation. But
Okay. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
yeah,
But
we'll have a
also,
big feature out on that episode right
yeah,
before
well, that's
it's coming
that'll be
up.
a fun preview. That'll be a fun preview. Okay, but looking ahead, what do we have to look ahead to in terms of recruits?
Yeah,
Recruit.
so we had National Signing Day last week. We'll talk about the 2 basketball recruits first. We're still waiting on Isia Tute to sign, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm sure she will, though. She's currently overseas playing with her national team. And so I think she just might sign in the later signing period rather than this early one here. She's still reposting all the UCLA stuff on her story, and the coaches are reposting her stuff, so I'm not really worried about her. But Somto Okafor officially signed with UCLA last week.
Woo woo. Spanish guard.
Yeah, guard from Spain played in that U19 World Cup this summer. We actually saw the US play her, so Sienna and her matched up. That was
Yeah,
a fun game. She did really well. She can shoot. She's got really good athleticism. She can get to the rack. She'll be a fun one.
she'll be a fun one. All right. Should we go to some softball recruits?
Yeah, I'm admittedly less knowledgeable in this department, so I'll let Stevie handle it. But
Well, there are a lot of them. 7 recruits um, for softball, really highlighted by Aubrey McLaughlin, the number 10 recruit in the country, according to Softball America. She's a middle infielder. She just got done playing for the U.S. national team. She was a starter for them. So, yeah, she had a really good summer, did a really nice job on that team. Should slide right into UCLA's infield when she gets here in 27. No, another one is Ava Tapia. She was a decommit from another school. I'm not going to say the school, but she decommitted from them and committed to us not too long ago. She's like around that 50 mark, a 4 star. So she's a catcher, by the way. She's a tiny catcher, but hey, the bigger they are, the smaller they are, the bigger they are at catching. I don't know. That's how the phrase goes. Um, yeah, and Ryan McIntosh, she was a late sign as well. She's a great power hitter. Sydney Hatch, sister of Lauren Hatch, who was a role player for UCLA. Uh, Kaya James, outfielder, and then a late pitching addition is of Josephine Marsh rather. And we need a pitcher. I don't know how much contributing she'll do outside of just like, hey, we need someone to pitch next year. But welcome to being a Bruin. So I'm sure all of these girls are going to make an impact at some point in their career. And if I'm going to trust anyone, it's going to be the UCLA softball coaching staff who just know how to put it together. You know what I mean, Kyle?
yeah, what are they losing this year that these girls will get to contribute to?
They will be losing Megan Creant, our my Shayla, Megan Creant, Jordan Woolery, and Taylor Tinsley. That's
Oh wow,
if you're a UCLA softball fan, you know those names. Um, it's
those are
not
some
much.
big ones.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad to see them go. Little baby Bruins. I remember watching Taylor Tinsley as a freshman in Clearwater live. Um, yep, love Taylor Tinsley. Love all of them.
Big shoes to fill.
Uh, I'll never forget Jordan Woolery's grand slam against Montana Fouts her freshman year. Um, I was positioned in a place where I couldn't see it leave the yard, but I just heard like people yelling and her like rounding the bases. It was so awesome. All right. Um, Speaking of putting it all together, what did Janelle put together for gymnastics this upcoming season?
Man, Janelle McDonald is such a good recruiter, in my opinion. Um,
Mhm.
her first class was that 2024 class. Macy McGowan, Sasha Fujisaka, Mika, a couple others. Really solid class for a first year class. And then this year she brought in arguably the best class in the country in Tiana Sumanasekra, Nola Matthews, Jordis Eichmann, Ashley Sullivan, Kaimate, and Ava Marie Callahan. And
Good
in
job.
2026, she has done it again. Three 5 stars in this class and one 3 star, but the 3 star is only a 3 star because her vault just isn't quite up to the level of the rest of the vaults. Um, let's cover Michelle Pineda, top left corner first. I saw this photo of her, the one on the left,
Mhm.
when she posted it last week, and she's going to be an amazing UCLA gymnast. Michelle is from Metroplex in Texas, so is her teammate Zoe on the right here. They're both 5 stars. They're both former U.S. junior elites. Michelle now competes for Mexico as an international elite. She won the Pan American All Around title a couple years ago. She's injured right now, but hopefully we'll see a strong senior year from her before she comes to UCLA. On the right, we've got Zoe Malomo, also a 5 star. Her vault is going to be so good for UCLA. And on floor, I've got big shoes for her to fill with this statement, but she has the potential to be the reincarnation of Shea Campbell for us.
Yeah, and her vault is like just Shea Campbell. The block that she gets off the table, the way that she waits to twist, it's so Shea Campbell-esque. I love it, love it, love it. One
And
thing that,
it's a 1.5,
mhm.
not a full.
No, it's very, very, very good. All right, what about the bottom two? Brooke Cat.
Cameron
Tell me about Brooke Cats.
Brooke Katz, 3 star. She's from Las Vegas. Her bars are stunning.
Good bar.
Really gorgeous lines. She has some really nice release moves there. Her beam work's also really nice. Really gorgeous lines, nice leaps. And her floor work is good too. Needs to work on some controlled landings a little more, but she should be an impact on those 3 events for UCLA. Just like I said, her vault, I think it's a. I couldn't even tell you what the entry is, to be honest with you. It's a tucked vault in the air, though, and it's not quite up to the par of the rest of the vaults in this class. And so, as a result, she's a 3 star, but she's no less talented than the rest of them on those other 3 events.
Absolutely. The star next to your name means nothing. In coming as a freshman, this goes for all the sports. It's all about the work you put in. That's what's going to define your college experience at the end of the day. Would you agree with that, Kyle? That was very
Yeah,
positive.
absolutely.
That's something a coach would say right there.
And the last member of this class, Cameron Tasson, is maybe arguably the best level 10 this year in the entire country. She almost won the level 10 all around title this past year at Nationals, just wobbled on beam right at the end and lost it by like a half tenth or something like that. But she's poised to have a stellar year. Her 1.5 just keeps getting better and better. She owns a 10-0 on that event already. Her bars are gorgeous. The lines, the release moves, all of it. Her beam work is really, really nice. She comes from the same gym as Helen Hu, for those gym nerds out there who know who that is. So really nice lines on that event. And her floor performance quality is just going to fit right in at UCLA. All of these girls are also just incredible people. And so I just know they're going to be great Bruins.
Yeah, Helen who?
Helen Hu.
Helen who?
And then not pictured here is the fifth member of this class who didn't sign yet because she's not on scholarship. But she'll join them. That's Jillian Sicat Valeros. She's from the Los Angeles area. And she brings gorgeous lines on bars, really nice beam work, solid floor technique. And she's actually training a 1.5 right now as well. So this is a really strong class for Janelle. I'm kudos to her.
Yeah, she's kind of out here stacking classes,
Yeah.
which that's love that for UCLA gymnastics. All right, do we have anything else to say on the recruiting?
I think that's it. I don't have a slide for it here, but to celebrate our Bruwins of the
Yeah.
week, I think it was last week, UCLA women's volleyball killed Nebraska's set win streak.
They
So
did.
they didn't win the match because Nebraska is like insane for those of you who know. Um, but they did beat Nebraska in one of those sets and not get swept. And so kudos to them for that.
Kudos to. Also, the UCLA women's soccer team just started their NCAA tournament run. They beat Michigan in the
Oh
first
yeah, they
round.
made it to the next round.
So good luck against BYU. You've got this.
Absolutely.
We believe in you. Um, I don't know if we'll get a chance to watch, but if you make it far enough, we'll be sad, and we'll do a whole segment on you. How about that?
Absolutely.
All right, should
All
we go to
right.
the where you can find us?
Yeah. Find
So,
us. You go ahead.
yeah, you can find us on all the regular things, YouTube and Spotify. Usually it goes up on YouTube first and then Spotify. And I think it'll be up on Thursday this week, maybe Friday, depending on thumbnail situations from our lovely
Yeah,
thumbnail
it'll
maker
definitely go up before the game
extraordinaire.
on Sunday.
Yeah. So, but thank you for joining us. This was fun. I think we did good. Had our little discussions. We always do a good job. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we'll probably have two episodes next week. One pre-Thanksgiving and one post-Thanksgiving.
Agree. Just a little right before the tournament and then thoughts after.
And to
I'm
cover that
thinking
Tennessee game coming up too.
Tennessee game as well. Um, I'm thinking the one right before Thanksgiving. This is a lot of babble at the end, but it's okay. We'll be solely focused on previewing the entire Vegas tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be a big event. And then I think right after that, we should be starting to really ramp some things up.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we have a full softball schedule soon to cover.
should be soon.
And
And then
then
meet the
um,
Bruins.
this Sunday, actually, I'll be in the gym to see what the gymnastics team looks like. So we'll have some in-depth coverage on that post Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, Kyle is our boots on the ground. I'm just a pretty face. All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye bye.